Hey, what's up, guys? This is James from socialgangster.com. I see a lot about this, but I have a pretty creative solution. A lot of people ask how they can get lower abs or how they can get that line down the middle of their abs. And here's one exercise that I do a lot. You'd be surprised how much you can develop your abs without doing crunches or wasting a lot of time doing ab exercises. Most of my workouts are pull-ups and push-ups and squats and jumping and things like that. And I spend very little time on abs, but when I do ab exercises, I do extremely difficult exercises. That way I can get the maximum results from the minimum amount of effort and time, because your abs aren't going to show unless your body fat is low. So it's mostly nutrition and bigger compound movements like squats and push-ups and pull-ups that will make a big difference, especially if you're overweight. But let's say you're lean and you want to see your abs or develop the ab muscles more so they show more, or you want to get the line down the middle, or if you have upper abs but you don't have lower abs, if your body fat is low, this will help those lower abs really stand out. So back in the day, Jack LaLanne used to do Jack LaLanne push-ups. So I'll show you one of those really quick, and then I'll show you an adaptation that I did to that exercise. So a normal push-up, your hands are about at shoulder width and you go down, up. Now a Jack LaLanne push-up, you're going to walk your hands out to the front and your hands are touching, and you try to keep the rest of your body straight, and you basically go down, up. So that's a Jack LaLanne push-up. Now, if you take this to a one arm, it's a really challenging way to work your lower abs and do a push-up at the same time. And you won't feel this a lot in your arms because you're not really using your arms that much other than just stabilizing, putting all of your body weight into your core and abs. So this takes a strong lower back, strong core, and then strong abs. You may want to work up to this. A basic exercise to develop core strength in this position would be a plank. So you just hold this. You want to keep your glutes really tight and your abs in. And a progression on this is you can start lifting one leg at a time. You can also lift one leg and one arm. You probably don't want to do it on concrete, but get a mat or whatever. Now, the progression from standard push-up position, of course, first you want to be able to do good push-ups. So your regular workout routine should include push-ups. I do push-ups on a daily basis, so push-ups should become really easy for you. It's a great exercise. And then when push-ups are easy, you're going to progress to, let's just call this Jack LaLanne position. So you want to be able to hold this just very confidently, very strong. And before you do the one-arm push-ups, you basically want to be able to hold this with your core and not struggle. So once you can do that, then you can go into the full one-arm Jack LaLanne push-up. I don't know if Jack LaLanne ever did one-arm push-ups in this position, but I'm sure if he would have been around a while longer doing these type of exercises, he would eventually got to that progression. Back in the day, one-arm movements weren't as popular as they are today. So again, I'll show you a couple more times. First, you want to be able to do good strong push-ups. If you get here and you can't do the push-up, the down up, bring it in a little closer and maybe widen your hands out and just practice doing push-ups here. This intermediate position may put some tension on your elbow, so if you feel any pain in your elbow, don't do that. Just try to progress by holding. And then after you can do really good LaLanne push-ups, then maybe the next progression is to do it on one arm. So you would basically start in both arms, squeeze your glutes, abs in tight, and then bring one hand and put it on your lower back. The other arm, lower back. And obviously just keep doing this until this becomes easy. And then you do the full push-up. Now, I'm getting a little bit tired from, I practiced my camera angle first and then I've done a lot of these, so I'll rest for a second and then I'll show you one more trick. So if you get to the point where you can hold but you can't do the push-up, I'm going to show you sort of an intermediate step to do that. So let's say you can hold but you can't do the push-up. So what I would do is put this hand here and this hand here, right? And then you want to lift this hand up, come all the way down to the ground, and then just give yourself a little shove with this hand, but try to hold it with this hand. Then switch down here, little shove with the right hand, up. And eventually, you'll be able to just do the the one-arm push-ups. Hopefully that helps. If you're watching this on YouTube, www.socialgangster.com, and I might put some other comments and tips below the video. Thanks.